You're poor and it's your fault. As y'all may know by now, I am an artist. I recently linked all my music from my YouTube artist account and put it all under this account I have right now. So you can find my music all under this account, Lil MG Productions. You guys can go through my account, listen to my music, scroll through my songs. And on all of those songs, you will see all of those album covers I made and did by myself, not paying anybody. In the same way where all things in life can be learned and all things in life are learned, in the same way that, you know, for the rapper or artist out there who is stuck scrolling through YouTube beats because they don't know how to make their own beats, or they can't get their exact idea, can't get their idea from their mind into existence and out there for people to listen to, is because they might not know how to use a DAW, might not want to take time to learn it. But then you might stuck be paying people for beats. You might be stuck buying leases. And the same way, if you're not learning DAW, you might not know how to engineer, so you're stuck paying people to engineer your music. Anyway, my point is, you're wasting your money and you're throwing away your money by doing this just because you're not taking the time, or you don't want to take the time to learn these things on your own. And you're not saving money in the long run because you don't want to put in the time now to learn how to do the simple things, learn how to do the basic fundamentals. In the same way, you need to and you can learn how to create and edit your own album covers or your own music. And you don't need to pay for a bunch of expensive softwares or throw all your money at a bunch of different artists who are constantly hitting you up, DMing you on Instagram. You know, I can get you exactly what you want. You know, they think they can get exactly what you have in your mind for a great price. And I've done that before, and I have paid these people, and every time I do that, I end up not wanting to even use the art they give me, because I know, and I end up doing such, but I know I can always, only truly I know what I want to create, and I believe and know that I can do better and end up creating my own thing, because like I said, only I know what I truly want to create, and only I see the true vision ultimately. I also do album covers for other people, but like I said, you can see a decent amount already on my page. I'll show a couple up on the screen right now, just simple little album covers that I do that you can do very easily. So today, instead of having to learn it from scratch, I'm gonna just give y'all a basic way to make your own album covers, just my basic formula. Y'all are getting it for free today, so tune into this video. These are all resources you can get without spending a dime. So stop chucking your money at different album cover artists and different cover art creators and digital creators, unless you don't want to take the time to learn. Like I said, today we give y'all a quick little formula of how to make your own album cover. Let me know if you want to see more shortcut videos and different tips of small things that you might want to improve on, or you're just curious about as artists, producers, whatever, videographers, just the community as a whole. But yeah, let's get into it today. So boom, you're gonna want to start with the basic, just photo of yourself, trying to get practically your entire body in the frame, just so it makes it easier to edit it and there's not random cuts and your body parts are cut off at random points. So this photo will do. Then you're gonna pick a background that you want to put this photo of yourself in. And since we don't want to just do something basic like a simple photo, we're gonna put myself on Mars. All right, cool. Or a different planet of some sort, something that looks neat, you feel me? So boom, I'll go ahead and I'll find a picture on the internet or in Canva or whatever of Mars and just a cool sophisticated background, something that's not super basic. So obviously we plan on putting these photos together, the photo of myself, or you know, whoever it's gonna be, and then the background. But obviously the lighting and exposure, all that is different because there are different photos in different places of different things. So first, we need to edit the photo to kind of match the lighting and whatnot of the actual background we're gonna use. Here, I'm gonna head over to this free app I actually have. It's called Airbrush. Unfortunately, I didn't realize while recording my screen, later on going back to edit this video, I didn't realize that the Airbrush app did not allow screen recording. So I won't be able to actually show the process of me editing the photo, but I will be able to just show y'all the final product of me just adjusting the lighting of the main photo I'm in. I basically went in and just kept, as you can see, keep going back and forth on tabs, just comparing the lighting of and, you know, color, theme and style of the Mars background, and then comparing it to the photo of me, which I'm ultimately going to put on that Mars background. I ended up just adjusting the brightness, contrast, saturation, warmth, a couple other factors, but just mess with the parameters and edit it until you find that it looks suitable and will blend well with the background that you chose. After I saved the photo from Airbrush, this is the lighting readjusted. And then once you got the photo of yourself you want to use and the right background you want, you're going to head over to Instagram. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Instagram. Instagram allows you to paste stickers that you make with Apple. So I'm gonna go in here and paste the sticker of myself that I made, that I copied. Bam, I'm in the background. Now I'm just gonna adjust it to where the actual height of my person fits and blends well with the background, so I don't look disproportionate to the landscape. Just making sure where I'm positioned as far as nearer or further, and the size of my, like I said, actual person just fits. And I'm just gonna try to find a happy medium. So as I do that, all right, boom, we're practically there. All right, you're gonna take that. Once you've positioned yourself in a good spot, you're gonna save the photo from Instagram. Now I'm gonna go back into airbrush and adjust the lighting again, just to give one further blend, just to blend the lighting of myself and then the background, just blending it together, but all in one photo this time, just so we can get the optimal lighting that we want. And it's just a final blend, if you will, just to make the person you're posting in the background look smoother together. Now that I've blended again, I'm gonna save from airbrush, and I have it opened in photos, and we're just gonna make it a square, position it how you want, because stores obviously require album covers to be a square. Now this is where the fun starts. You're gonna take the photo over to Canva. No, you do not need Canva Pro or Premium. I don't even have it, and so I will not be using it for this video. And here I'm just doing one more lighting adjustment, as you can see, similar to the things I was doing in airbrush. At this point, it's just personal preference. It's not necessarily blending it a certain way. It's just the lighting you want for the album cover and whatever you think looks neat. So I'm just adjusting different parameters here. Well, that actually looks pretty cool. That could be an album cover in itself, but I'm just gonna keep editing here, even though that does look pretty neat, just to show you guys all the different things you can do opposed to just that. This is looking good right now. I do like this effect, so we're gonna boost this a little bit. And yeah, that looks good. At this point, I'm looking for effects, and I don't add any other lighting or color effects, if you will. I'm gonna get into graphics. Yeah, so I think we're gonna head over to graphics now. We're just gonna find stuff to put in the background. We're gonna look up a helicopter. All right, let's see, these are a little jank, but we're gonna get a free one. Boom, right there. We're gonna figure out what we need to do with this. We're gonna throw it in the background just like that. That looks sweet. That is dope. All right, I zoomed in more just so you guys can see better. Like I said, I'm satisfied with that helicopter. Now we're gonna look for other graphics. Seems like here we are looking for, I mean, really it's just anything you want. I think we're gonna get some flames you can possibly throw in the background. And we're not using any Canva Pro graphics. You don't need it, and you can do everything for free. Really difficult finding flames, especially graphics. I noticed graphics with fire, extremely hard to come by or find if they're not pro. If I weren't to end up finding a graphic, I would probably just use a photo and then edit the photo of flames into the album cover. I'm not so sure I like this basketball with the flames, so I don't think I'm gonna keep it. I just feel it's not fitting the theme that well, so yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. At this point, I'm just probably gonna move over to photos because, like I said, the graphics for flames, if you are gonna find an actual decent one, they're just hard to come by if you know it's pro. So I'm just gonna find a photo of fire, and I'm just going to edit this in. Boom, this one looks dope. I'm just gonna edit it in to this album cover, find the positioning, and then you can see all of what I'm going to adjust. I zoomed out more just so you can see what I'm trying to edit here. I'm just going in and adjusting the parameters of this flame. Here I'm just using a filter to match the lighting. This is another method you can use at any stage in the album creating process if you want and if it's necessary. I'm going to turn down the transparency just so the edges of the photo aren't as obvious, and just so it's not screaming at you and kind of fits in the background better. So this definitely looks a lot neater already. Like I said, graphics can be cool, but you don't want to use too much to where they're just screaming in your face. I guess obviously unless that's what you want. But on here, I'm just going to try to make it subtle. Just find a good positioning. You got the helicopter in the back. You got some flames in the front. You know, it's all looking cool. We're going to get some more graphics. At this point, we're either adding finishing touches, and then I'm going to move on to texture, but I'm just going to get, I'm going to get some cash money here just to add up, that neat wrapper element. Like I said, once again, not using any pro graphics. This one looks good. Looks neat enough. I'm just going to find the positioning and then make sure the size and whatnot and position fits within the landscape. We're going to set it next to me. I'm getting that money, right? And we're going to use the filters. to, like I said, find the lighting that is suitable for this background. And then once we do so, see, just keep looking here. Yeah, that one should suffice. All right, this is great. And now we're just gonna blend it. I love transparency. I would just say it's a good overall blending tool. So boom, transparency, temperature, just because we're in a warmer temp, so it has to match. And then, like I said, just adjusting. Boom, that's chilling. It's next to me, just like so. Now we're adding texture. Also, it is, I would argue, another important element to blend the background, the graphics you added, and just overall blend everything better together. If it all has one consistent, continuous texture, then it all looks like one photo, and it looks like it's all happening in one spot. When you use the transparency to blend it better. Boom, boom. All right, we're looking pretty good here. You don't want to overload the album cover with too much texture to where it's just, you don't even know what you're looking at and it's unrecognizable. And like I said, I like to regulate that a lot with the transparency tool. So, you know, find the texture you want and then use transparency after just to blend it in better. And then the most important part that we're going to end up getting into is the title. All right, so first we just need to add a text box, and then we need to write, obviously, what we want to write. For the text box, I'm just putting Heartless because that's the name of my newest upcoming single that I plan on dropping soon. Not necessarily saying this is the album cover for that single, but just to save time, that's just what I'm putting right now. And you're just going to find a color that you like that matches well. And now I'm just going to find the font, kind of have an idea of what I'm going for. That one's actually kind of neat. Probably end up doing that one. But yeah, once you find your font, then it's just positioning and then size. Obviously, make it look like a title. You don't want it too small. Then once the positioning is good, for the final touch, we're just going to add that parental advisory icon to the album cover. I just looked up a Canva template that had the advisory symbol on it, and I'm just copying it from that template, and I'm just pasting it over to this cover here just for a nice final touch. And now it's just deciding where we're going to position it. I think this corner will work well just because there's not a lot happening at the top of the screen there. It looked a little open, so yeah, we're probably gonna keep it in that top left corner there. I think that's perfect. And then boom, once we got that, we're gonna save it to our camera roll. Boom, you can go over, check out your photos, and look at your final product. It's looking pretty neat. I'm just gonna zoom in real quick for you guys. And boom, you know, this is a classic, calm, simple way to edit your own album covers. So you don't need to be paying digital creators to edit your photos if you don't want. However, I will say, although I showed you the simple process for making album covers for yourself, it is still a skill to learn over time as far as understanding what to change the lighting to and figuring out what parameters as far as adjusting the lighting to make it blend better are the most important. And you'll kind of find the graphics you'll like and things you prefer and enjoy, so it's a preference thing as well. But though the process as a whole is simple, it's still definitely a skill thing. But if, like I said, if you don't mind taking the time to try and learn and get skilled at editing album covers, and really want to get good at it, you can, and you can do it for completely free like I've showed you today, and that's just my basic method. Obviously, if you don't really like editing your own album covers, if it's not something you're interested, you still can always pay people to edit your album covers. I know that's why people do it anyway. But if you're looking to save some cash and no longer be poor, then I would take this video and apply some of the things I've gone over today. Yeah, but all in all, if you feel this tutorial is helpful and you guys feel like you know a little bit more on how to edit your own album covers and feel that you don't have to pay any money anymore, and that I finally saved y'all, and you have a basic idea of how to make your own album cover from scratch, like I said, without even paying a dime, just not paying other people, but not even having to pay for any software or anything. Comment that you liked the video, that it helped you out. Like I said, any tips that you might also want to give me to improve on these videos, because I want these videos to be the best they can be, and I'm just trying to help y'all out. Share my experience as an artist, as a creator. That's why I'm on this platform. And yeah, but that's going to be all for today. I'll catch y'all next video. It's Lil MG Productions. We out.